Good evening, friends. We have a very special guest who you're very fond of, and that's Shreya Sammal. I'll just add her now. Yeah. Hi,
Oh,
Shreyasta.
hi, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes.
As you know, Shreyasta is a young scientist, a brilliant scientist based in Germany. And she's not only I wouldn't like to slot her, as only a scientist. She's got many sides to her character. Like she's a great artist. She's written a book, and at a very young age, she's written a book, and she's interested in many things that are away from science as well. She's also interested in the psychological aspect of people's lives, studying people's character. All these things are in my association with Shreyasta, I found out that she is very multifaceted, and that's why I keep featuring her in our sessions, because a lot of you get educated in the process. A lot of things that she exposes are things that not all of us really know about. So, welcome, Shreyasta.
Thank you so much, Meena ma'am. And yeah, I thank you. I'm really happy for the opportunity and also the love that I get from everyone. Also, like sometimes, yes, I get maybe they don't agree with me, but it's just out of experience what has happened in my professional or personal life, and it's just a summation of all that. And yes, and today I'm very happy to talk about manifestation and everything. And sometimes people think people who are pursuing science or all these techie subjects don't have a spiritual side. All of them are atheists, and actually that is not true. If you
Yeah,
look at our great Ramanujan, he is also
yeah,
always his
yeah,
Kul Devi's blessings were always there. Said because of our blessings, the formulas used to be they just used to come in his dream or in
yeah.
the writings, and he could
That's
just see
right,
how
Shreyasta. So today, Shreyasta has come out with a very beautiful topic, and that's manifestation or the laws of attraction. This
yes,
is a concept that most probably you're familiar with, because the process was in the focus of a 2006 best-selling book, The Secret, which sold
yes,
more than 30 million copies. And it's something that a lot of the leaders, including Deepak Chopra, Eckhart Tolle, Gabrielle Bernstein, Ainana Vansan, and these people have spoken in mind. And we all know that it doesn't happen overnight. Although manifesting is about turning your dreams into reality, it does require you to take proactive steps towards whatever it is you desire. You shouldn't expect it to happen instantly, but even though it's a lengthy process, that time is a small price to pay for a profound impact on your life. And who else can speak better on this than Shreyas? Because in my interactions with her, I have seen her go through the ups and downs of life. And I've never, even if she's been down, it's been only for, a few hours. And then she's back on her, bounces back, and she plans different things. And that itself shows how quickly she adapts to change. And the fact that, see, disappointments are not a permanent thing in life. You can always plan ahead. So, Shreyasa, let's start with what you have in mind. And also, we have a small a presentation as well, so which you can tell me when you want me to play it.
yes, ma'am. Ma'am, first I would just outline a few things like how we will flow, and first we will talk about the self-limiting beliefs. We all have it subconsciously, really, and the rut thinking. And then then I will move towards manifestation, and then I will talk about a lot of other things. I will correlate a couple of things, and I will talk about it.
Yeah,
So, first is self-limiting beliefs. Well, as humans, or or even any animal, we all have a certain fear towards something, certain phobias, certain something that they pre-exist, or maybe from our something as a child I got scared of, or I fell, I tripped. So I will always subconsciously, the body will give me jerks. Okay, I fell, and or maybe the fire. I'll try to avoid things or something like that. Other than that, self-limiting beliefs are like I come from a certain background. Now this is I worked so hard for this. I didn't get it. I will never get it. But maybe Actually, this has been a very big problem for me, I'll be very honest. And it took a lot of time to honestly come out of it. And so that even when I knew that it's wrong, it's just it was very automatic. So these are called, when you study neuroscience, these are called automatic negative thoughts, and this or that. They are not true, but it still comes because it's you have actually, we have a small brain and big brain, and like near our medulla oblongata, or the subconscious is so badly, uh, it's like a scared child, or is that damaged piece, and we say, right, it's like my mind is talking. And then you will find a lot of examples of this, people who really are not very highly educated or something like that. That's why they're, I'm easily fooled. They're easily fooled by all the magic and this and that, or whatever these politicians or bullshit that happens. With the rest is history, as people are following your channel, they know it very well. But getting out of that rut thinking is really coming, we have to be very clean and honest with ourselves. Hey, this is my pattern, this is a wrong thinking pattern. And if you don't, and then if you're reading books like, they got the dream house, they got this, and maybe they're not deserving, they're not, but somewhere in their subconscious they truly deserve it. uh, of course you have to work hard for it. But for some people, they were able to really really manifest. I have seen this in many people's lives. Okay, and as I'm a trained skeptic, I call myself, I don't know how did this happen, how is everyone else experiencing this magic. I myself have also read The Secret. And I when
But
I
here,
yeah.
Shrestha, can I interrupt you a bit? Yeah.
Sure, 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 sure.
Yeah. So, see, Shreyasta, you're talking about manifesting things that you like. But again, see, people, as you said, there is a skeptic within all of us. And they can always say that, see, what's happening in Bollywood? See, these people don't deserve it. And they still have such huge bungalows and four wheelers and luxury cars and luxury life. Okay. And you mean to say, are they manifesting it and getting it?
Ma'am, somewhere they have not, they are not manifesting. No. I'll tell you, they have, these people have sold their life and their souls. As Christian people will say, they have literally sold their souls, and to do, literally, they are ready to do anything to get things very easily. So that is not called manifestation. So that is really just called high level prostitution in my
Mm.
eyes. And ma'am, as you see, you mentioned the movie, The Sound of, what is it? The
Freedom.
from
Yes.
The Sound of
Freedom. Freedom.
Freedom. Yes, I was just today, like today in the morning. Also, Western people who are, ma'am, like you, who are bringing the knowledge, they have started talking about it finally. And I know other people are coming in the space. I will not reveal. They will start talking. So then you will see the impact of truth. There is
Absolutely.
an impact of truth. And I will come to it after the
Mm.
positive
Yeah.
manifestations. I will also show how negative manifestation actually works. Because, ma'am, uh, if there is an electron, there is a proton, right? And then there is a neutron. That is the physics, the basic atomic physics, and whatever we study. So, but let's talk about manifestation and all the positive things. And one thing I can guarantee you, something, no matter where you are stuck in your life, if you decide I want to change, it will change. If you are having a really really bad job, okay, or if you are stuck in a place you really really don't like, if you want to attract a better position, you're working hard and it's not happening. So there is a patience game. And there is a certain amount of spirituality that I also inculcated, because I've been listening to Dr. Ganesh also. And chantings, really, these three things are very very important. Even if you cannot chant, ma'am, the stotras or something, what is very important is that the first, the morning that you get up, very very important, the moment you get up, start smiling. It's gonna happen, I'm gonna make it, it's gonna happen no matter what. If this is the first thought of your mind, if you can tackle that, I will get up, I will do it, I am awesome, so it just sets you up. And anything, any biological change, be it applying a new face cream, or be it anything, it takes 21 days. Okay, you'll find that 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 14 दिन 15 days. Why? There is a reason. Because it takes that much time for your normal cell also. There is a old programming of the cell, the new skin to come out, the new things to work. And ma'am, if there is a very famous experiment of water drops. So and growing of a plant. So if you take two plants and you say all the bad things, the plant's not going to bloom. And if you take another plant, and you say, oh, you're beautiful, the green leaves are green, and this and that, it will bloom. And it's the same with the snowflakes as well. Many scientists have done these experiments
In
just to
fact,
show.
Shreyasta, in Israel, when a woman is pregnant, the lady listens to music, and she sits with the plants, she talks to them. These are all,
The
yes,
nature,
tried and tested experiments. Absolutely.
tried and tested, video and video and audio cues are very very powerful. The frequencies are things what are happening are very. So even in your life, if you are thinking, oh, I don't know how I'll get, just start thinking positive for 21 days. Be nice to yourself. Write it down, write the top 5 things you're happy for. I have a roof on my head, I have something to eat, I met good people, I am happy, healthy and alive. And then you really will, you will really start seeing, once you are positive, your inner chaos is managed. I think then, that's when, and if you ask the universe. So, ma'am, there is a very, very important term here. The universe doesn't understand negation. So, the way you communicate to the outer world is very, very important. Okay, and also, if you say, I want a car, you might get a car. Okay, but then you cannot just complain, Array, it's broken, this, and that. You have to be specific. I want a new working car. Maybe when, if they want, like, a certain mileage, brand, write it like that. And don't make it too long. Just very very specific. This is what I want, this is how it should look like. If you want trying to manifest materialistic things, because definitely one needs materialistic comfort also. I believe in life there should be a good balance of the both. Excess of materialism is not going to do you well, or excess of spiritualism is also. Not everyone is meant to be a saint until it is your destiny, right? So I believe in a balanced life, so that's why I'm just asking people. And how it worked in my case. So in my case, I was really struggling to find good house, good this, good that. But after a couple of years, I did get the opportunity to come to my favorite city where I am. And I just took, ma'am, literally whatever I got, because just coming here and struggling and this and that. But I remember in those times, I was like, oh no, again I have to move in 2 weeks. Again, there is no apartment, there is a housing crisis, and it's actually all over Europe. So, in case anyone who is planning to study to come to Europe, you'll get a job, you'll get everything, but housing is really, really tough because they did not plan to
So I
bring in.
think also one of the reasons could be the refugee crisis as well.
Yes, they took in. Ma'am, politics is at its place, whatever, but they still need highly skilled people. And the age bar also, they have put it to 45. So that is like, wow, there are many brilliant people who really don't get a chance. It might be a chance to really consider coming here. So yes, ma'am, coming back to how I manifested, I always thought I want to stay in this really cool posh area of this my favorite city, and my favorite color is blue, this, that, blah blah blah, some 7 8 months ago. Okay, and my house, I luckily found a house. And it was very old, very old, very, like, no one would stay there, to be honest, but I made it very homely. I made the interior nice, I made everything. It was dirty and I made it beautiful. And then because I had to do this spiritual practice, God and everything, so I had my 20 minutes, and but I had beautiful parks near me. Uh, I made sure that I am in contact with nature, not always with working all the time with machines. So these practices really helped me. And where I am today, I had to move again. And I really, ma'am, whatever I had planned, the way I have written it in my book, posh area, this, that. When I go walking, I'm just surrounded with the best cars that actually I have worked in one of making in one of those BMWs, and I have seen it like, oh, the customers are right here. The latest cars, the this, the that, and also a very beautiful area. And it just makes me very happy to be in such a place, because after struggling for so many years, when you are sometimes I was wondering, hey, why has it not manifested? It did in my life. And as I'm seeing things progress, uh, a lot of hard work. Maybe, ma'am, from 10th grade, 12th grade, I want to be here. I want to be in that lab. Somehow I will make it in that lab. And I think you know the story. I will break it maybe next month, because I feel like once it's how I manifested that opportunity, I will, of course, I worked hard for it. I did do the mathematics, the engineering, everything, but a lot of things is based on chance.
Mm.
And as an Indian person, your chance is like literally 5%, because 95 people are really above you. And
Yeah.
to make
So
it in that
population.
spot,
Oh yeah,
yes.
population is very high.
Ma'am, in Europe, the preference is given to Europeans and
Yeah.
everything. So, as a foreigner, you get a very,
Yeah. Yeah.
very, very low. But, ma'am, I always was thinking, no, our people should get a chance. There should more windows should open. And I am now coming across, even maybe if people are following, Europe is opening up more to Indians and Asian community, and they are becoming more acceptable, because now there is a generation of new people who like us.
Mm.
Previously, there was a generation who didn't even want brown skin or black skin around them. It's still there is
I
always
think
a
a lot of it is the effect of Narendra Modi as a prime
yes,
minister.
yes,
Yes, he
Modi
has
ji
changed
has.
the image of India. Yeah.
He has, and also, ma'am, people have kept up to the promise, because previously they used to bring the people, and from maybe the north and all. I don't want to really
Yeah.
come back and people hitting on me, because uh, unfortunately this is the reality. Also,
Yeah.
I'm not going to name specific states, but if you are coming and if you have promised a certain thing, please try to do at least 70% of what you have said. Show up on time, be
Mm.
on time, and
Mm.
ask, be proactive, because uh, ma'am, whatever we do in life, we are never going to be perfect, but there
Mm.
are certain characteristics that you build. And the way it works in countries here, every job you go, you get a character certificate as well. You
Mm.
get everything, how they came to work, irrespective of whether you were able to achieve your target or not, is really separate, because they know they set impossible targets actually. So, but other things, how you handle the stress or how you manage, it's really because of my manifestation practices and spirituality. And I really felt like, I started I was surprised. I used to hear people get to see God communicating back. And ma'am, it was really sometimes in the form of certain flowers, sometimes in the form of numbers, like magic numbers, or 1111. Or I started seeing that more and more. So I didn't know what they are. So I came to know that it's universe's way of communicating back that things are becoming better. And
See,
from the
Shreyasta,
yeah,
yeah, a small
yes,
interruption here. Okay.
yeah,
So, see, if you see behind my head, you'll see Lord Shiva's painting. Okay.
yes,
Just like you said, flowers and, you know. So, every night at around 10, when I finished everything and I just relax, and I look at the painting, the eyes move, and the
yes,
eyes move in such a way that, see, sometimes you feel that, see, we are just imagining things. No,
mm,
the eyes move in such a way that the highlight can be seen all moving all around, so that's when you know that Lord Shiva is watching and he is interacting with you. And this is also a comment that Simone has made. Simone has said, I happen many times to me that by doing yantra meditation on Lord Shiva, I get what I was asking. At the beginning, it was seemed strange for me, but I was asking with my mind to the yantra, was manifesting, and after some time. Absolutely, Simone. So this is happening to all of us. Now, what Shreyasa said is so true. Some flowers, some gestures that happen that remind you that the Almighty is with you.
Is listening to you. Yeah, he's answering your prayers. Yes, ma'am. And also being prepared. Like, I will tell you, I recently, because I was trying to manifest this opportunity that I got, I'm really happy. I just, what I did was, I really started preparing my closet. This is what I'm going to wear on Monday, Tuesday, blah, blah, blah. And because I read it somewhere that even if you act like it and you start preparing for it, also I got back into studying the subjects I really like again, that had I had closed it in the for 2 to 3 years. I didn't touch it. I just said, let's just look at it again. Let's just try this again and let's just see how it works. It brought up my confidence. I was very sick actually because of Corona and all. So I was like, see, doctors will not be able to diagnose it because I am working in this diagnostic imaging technology from a long time. So unless and until doctors are not spiritual seers, so they and they cannot, even if they have certain spiritual capabilities, because all of us have it actually. When you are in a profession, you cannot just write it, I felt it. No, they will lose their license. So they have to really rely on high machines, so that machines, it can be uh, documented and verified. So a lot of things, that's why you'll see we work on a lot of camera technology, a lot of AI is coming up for this reason, because it's really the unknown, it's really the unseen and everything. So, but the thing is, the core of the thing is that we know that inside us, our body is talking to us, the universe is talking to us, the nature is talking to us. So first have the harmony within, and don't um, when you are trying to manifest, don't think a single negative thing and be very very precise. So these are the some things that I hear, mera nahi hua, ye nahi hua, wo nahi hua. Be patient. I have manifested things after 5 to 6 years, 7 years also, so it's very very important, and have that 15-20 minutes of connecting to your inner self, to God, or even if you're an atheist, just calm yourself down and just have a belief ki, yes, this is what I want, this is how I'll think, this is, and the doors will open up. And yes, ma'am. So if anyone has any questions or anything they want to share, I would love to hear it out.
So Maya is saying, I had written down in detail, breaking it down to points. What house I would like to move in, first floor, terrace, broad staircase for a stretcher, since my father was not well, etc. And it did happen, says Maya. And as a true Indian says, human mind power is amazing because at most toughest time, it pushes the person to choiceless time play, replacing nothingness to divinity.
Yeah,
Yes,
very
yes.
true, very
And
true.
yeah. And Vinny says SSR was a very spiritual person, often praying and meditating all by himself. And it is this power that we are seeing affecting everything that's happening in Bollywood.
Definitely, ma'am. Ma'am, definitely. So this was the magic of positivity. You see, so many people, all of us. I mean, I used to wait for your show, or even sometimes I used to watch Sandeep and this other SSR warriors also, to really come and be connected. Ma'am, I'm one of the person who's least bothered. There's a earthquake, there's a cyclone, forget. Do your job, eat, sleep, relax. But this, I really felt a strong pull, okay, and I just couldn't deny it, you know and that's when, even for me, I had started changing within me. Like, I really became more different, started taking very different choices, and a lot of things were not perfect. My life is never perfect, but as I started trusting the intuition more, and this more and that more, I became more confident, and I started doing also much better than before. So there is a higher power. And then when I actually I've only maybe seen one or two movies of Sushant, and I didn't know he was so popular in India, because I'm not living in India for, I believe, less than a decade now. So, and I really didn't follow Bollywood long back. After the teenage time, I didn't, honestly speaking, never had the time. But
Yeah.
you see the
Simone,
impact his work.
yeah.
This is what it
Simone is
is
asking,
manifesting. Yes, ma'am.
yeah. Simone is asking, do burning past karma through meditation help to manifest quicker?
Yes, yes. I actually, I will tell you one thing very openly with everyone I want to share. So this starting of the year and last year has been very rough. As you might have heard, many jobs are gone, and my jobs, my R&D jobs were affected. Something that is never ever affected. It has never happened. Where even the directors of my company lost their positions and all. Something even Germany had never seen. And so I did. My dad is also very spiritual, and everything. So they were like, be careful from this month to that month. You never, you, this is the dry period hai aapka. Someone said nothing is gonna happen. No, you wouldn't believe, because I was manifesting. I was in touch with God. I did find something in those 3 months, and I find two things. I was completely busy. Though it said कि कुछ नहीं होगा, nothing is going to happen. It happened because of the power of manifestation, believing. I, in my mind, knew I can do it. I was always chanting. I was praying to God. I was doing according to whatever is according to my date of birth, or my like family believes in numerology too. So according to that, and I did do some changes, like started wearing bright colors more, and yeah, I really love black color. I started wearing more light colors, or started changing a couple of, you might see a extra M in my last name. And these things really, really has changed my life and has accelerated manifestation. So
Yeah.
yes.
Can anything help alleviate chronic pain?
Chronic pain. I'm actually researching that. My startup is all about this. Yes, chronic pain and everything. I believe start having lavenders, rosemaries around you, and find a lot of anti-inflammatory foods. Change your food. Really start drinking different kind of juices. Start drinking bitter, actually, like bitter juices and everything. And it's like you have to give your immunity a shock, and you have to, and tell your muscles, when you're meditating and relaxing, you are now relaxed, you are now healed, you will become better. Do this for 21 days, and start using I mean, I don't know what kind of chronic disease you have. Start working on your gut bacteria. The stomach is the second
Yeah.
brain. Yeah, and these things, maybe we can do a second session, ma'am, on this. And
Yeah. Because I
yeah,
think
we are
saffron is
all,
on the other end.
yes, ma'am. And yeah, I'm
So I think
happy
we'll
to,
have to end this session. Very interesting. Shreyasta will be back, and
love
we
part
will
two.
continue this session, and of course go into another session as well.
Okay,
Thank you
ma'am.
so much, Shreyasta, for your time and the brilliant talk.
Thank you, ma'am. Happy to be back
Good
again. Yeah.
night and Jai
Good
Hind.
night, sir.